We're going to be looking into something called filters. We have methods, computed, watch, and we have a few more, some more actually that we can use, but I'm just going to show you some of them. Now we can leave the watch or we can remove it. I'm just going to remove it because I'm not really going to use it for anything in this case. But I want to create something called filters with an S, like this, and similar structure to computed. In here, I'm just going to create some, I'm going to do some JavaScript here to convert our string of text that we print out here. So like this, that we do a capital here and the rest of the letters are lowercase, right? We could also do this with CSS, but that's not really funny because right now we're doing JavaScripting and Vue. So we're going to take this string here and we're going to cut it up and we're going to make the first letter a capital or uppercase, and then we're going to make the rest of these small or lowercase letter, right? So in our code, we are going to do that. First things first, let's go to our index here. And the one we want to change a little bit is if we go to the chip here, there we go. So we have the chip where we post out the name, and to add a filter, we would just do this pipe one. And on the Mac, this is Option I. On the PC, the Alt GR key and I or something. I don't know where that one is, but it's, you can just show you compared to capital I, L, capital L. So it's not one of those. It's a pipe. It's called a pipe. So if you can't find it, search Google for the pipe sign, and then you can copy paste that if you can create. Anyways, we just want to create something here. We want to, what are you going to call it? We want to call it uppercasing. Uppercase. No, we're going to capitalize. That's better. Capitalizing. Capitalize. There we go. Like this. This is my name of my function or my filter that I want to use. So save that. Go back to our app, and in our filters, I'm just pasting this in because that's the name I just wrote. And again, this is also a function. So we create the structure for our function. And in here, we are going to print out the different things. Now, first things first, we can just quickly do a console log to see what it actually does. So right now, we're not printing anything out. And what this needs is it needs something to change, like something like a value or data or something, right? So we need to pass something through this for it to work. Now, it's already attached to this one. So let's just see what that means. So we're just going to add some data to this. So just type data. It can be kittens if you want to. But for now, that doesn't really make sense. So let's just do data. So we take this data, and then we also pass this, put this into our console log so we can just check. And we click, did I click save? I did. And I don't want that. I want this to refresh. And I want to look over here. So right now you can see I'm passing out this information, right? Sweet. So I'm getting the stuff I need over here. What I want to do now is, instead of doing the console log, I want to take the string I have with my name or whatever it's in it, and I want to cut it up, and I want to capitalize one letter or uppercase one letter and not the other part. I just want to so we're going to use the JavaScript called slice for this. So first things first, we're going to return the value or the data we are putting through here. So if you're putting value or kittens, the word you're going to use next needs to be the same. So we're going to return the data and we're going to slice this data like so. So slicing is, if you don't know, you can go search for it on W3 Schools what it is, but we're basically taking our string and cutting it up in pieces. And we're stating inside this parentheses where it should start and for how long. The first position I want to cut is 0, because if we just use this as a calculator, the first letter here, that's location 0, second 1, third letter is position 2, and so on, right? Like we have with an array. It starts from 0 and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we want to start from 0 because that's the first letter, and how long do we want to go before it stops doing whatever it is. So it also states here the number, the end number. So we only want to do one number. Awesome. So that's what this is going to do. And then we wanted to uppercase it. So like we did before, somewhere in the code we did lowercasing, we're doing something similar here, right? So hopefully this will take this, slice it, and only the first letter will be uppercase. Now we want to concatenate this with our data for the rest of our string here, and the next one is just going to start from 1. So because we already used 1, and then we don't really, if we don't have an endpoint, we don't know if it's 10 spaces, we just leave this one blank. We don't know where it's going, so we just do like this. That means it's just going to for the rest of the string. And the rest of the string needs to be, 2 lower case, like so. But like, I forgot that over here. And this, hopefully, once I put in a new name, will capitalize it, uppercase. So let's try with doing not that Homer with Homer. So Homer is now being sliced. That sounds really rough for poor Homer. And the H is now capitalized, and the rest is lowercase. So this is just one way of creating a filter, a fairly straightforward way. And we add the filter again with using the pipe, and we can, if we want to, add more. So if you have more filters, so capitalize, make something pink, you can also use this up here, but you know where we go with this. We can create our own filters for whatever purpose we need by using these filters in here and applying them to the specific parts that we want. Awesome, that's what I wanted to show you with these filters.